Oh, party people! What? Come here then. Oh, somebody is being some kind of way today, Winter. She says, "Oh, I love to be on the beading desk where I'm not supposed to be. Nobody wants to see your cat butt." Especially me. It's just like purr, and then I pick her up and she's like, "No, don't, no. I don't like it." Winter, why don't you like it? Okay, we're gonna do a Bargain Bead Box video. I get Winter to stop showing her cat butt to the world. Yeah, why don't you want to cuddle with your mama? What's wrong? She says she's purring loud. She's like, "I like you. I just don't want you to hold me." But why? Why don't you enjoy this? Mr. Bunsen used to really enjoy this. No. Okay, go play with your mouse then. I got a new baby. Doesn't like to be held. Anyway, here we are. Hi, I'm Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. If you're new here, welcome in. This is real live beading studio with real live beading and real live cats and people. There's people everywhere doing things and stuff and things. So if you were looking for a bead group that was like for realsies, here it is. Here we are. Okay, so back to the topics at hand. We are going to be working on Bargain Bead Box project number 2. That is this guy right here. We designed on the plan video, project 2. And I have gotten the corresponding baggie out so we can work on this. And yeah, so also I would like to mention I got this in the mail today. You probably can't see up close enough. I got this from my friend Rebecca Dexter. She handmade this masterpiece for me. Is it not wonderful? And you can't really see because I have my hair down, but look, it's got this long tail in the back with my little totem charm, which is a whale, which I know you probably can't see that, but it hangs in the back like so. Like that. So it's quite snazzy. I really enjoy it. And then because it has that long tail, if I wanted to wear it, say I was wearing a dress or something else, I could wear it long too. So super exciting. Now she did send me some beads, some matching beads to make some earrings with, because Miss Rebecca's quite wonderful. But I just put on these little amethyst ones I had rolling around the house because I hadn't had time to do that yet. But anyways, big shout out to Rebecca. If you want to check out her Etsy shop, I will link it in the description of this video. I believe it's called Becklin Beads, unless she changed it. So anyways, I will link her. Anyways, let's get on into this Bargain Bead Box project number 2. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So this is project 2, which we have designed. We are using these items here, not very many items, to create this necklace. I think it's going to be really fun. So if I recall right, we're going to have some chain. We're going to put little stars in the chain with wire wrap. Then we are going to do an actual beaded piece of the labradorite, including some of the stars, and then this is our focal piece with the moons and the dangly down bits. So I'm going to move this to the side. Let's put it right here for now. I should get one of those book things that stands up in front of me so I can see what I'm doing. Like I don't have enough things in front of me. Seriously. But anyway, here is our beads, if I can get these open. So we had sorted all these out on the the plan video. This is the entirety of this strand that they sent from Bargain Bead Box. I got a little snippet of chain, and I got all my little parts and pieces here. So, for the chain part, I'm going to get out a little 22 gauge wire. 22 gauge silver. Let me see here. Brush silver. That might work better with my stainless steel. Yeah, I'll use this brush silver from Taylor's Falls with this stainless steel just because I like the color match a little better. It's not, you know, super together, but they also have a titanium. To me, this is, I mean, this would work, but it's a little bit darker, more of like for a gunmetal. So I'm going to go with that one. And then for the beaded portion, I'm actually going to use this Bead-A-Lon 19 strand beading wire today. It is white satin silver, satiny white silver. So I'm going to use that. I thought that was fitting with the stars. So we'll be using those two things. What else do we need? Oh yes, winter, we know. We are going to need a few ball head pins. Let's get those out here. I don't know how many we'll need. I think just one. Honestly. Yeah, we're not making any earrings. I think we only need one. We'll see how it goes. Okay, and then what else are we going to need? We're going to need some findings of some kind. Let me get over here. If y'all hear stuff going on, just FYI, this is a working studio. We got people moving around doing stuff. Just so you know, that's what they're doing. Work. Somebody's got to do it. It's clearly not me. I'm beading. I mean, technically it's work, but I mean, is it really? This is not what I want. It's not what I want either. I guess I could use, I'm just like, where is it? It has to be here. Maybe I took it upstairs. Oh, well, alright. So, I'm going to use some bright silver, I guess, because I don't know where my antique silver is at. It's empty. I don't know if it's gone or what's happening with that. You know, I'm going to use these guys. These are technically gunmetal, but I just am like, no. Okay, so I'm going to use those, but I will use the antique silver jump rings and things. Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. No fear. Then we need a lobster or something. Yeah, I think I'll just use a lobster. The other question is how do we want to attach our charm? So I think I'll just use a twisted jump ring for that, which is fun. Maybe I'll use two to make it spiffy. And then we need to have a clasp. Let's use this guy here. Use this guy. There we go. Meow! What are you doing? Just making little meow noises over there, Winter. Alright, I think we're ready to rock. Let's do this. So the first thing that we're going to do is I always put together my pendant portion first. So star, moon, and then attaching to the circle. So that's what I'm going to do first. All right, now that we have all of our items, I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit. Lose everything. Star, moon. I think we're going to use the blue star. Star, moon, attached to the circle. Okay. So let me just get this situated. We're going to jump right into it. So first things first, I'm going to wire up my star, the smallest star first. Now somebody I think had said that you have to be careful with these stars because some of them broke. So I think what I will do is, so you have an option here. You could wire wrap right on to your moon, or you could attach with the jump ring. So I think since I've already been told that it's a little iffy, I am going to attach with a jump ring as to just, you know, be safer. So I'm going to create a little wire wrap on my star. Meow. Meow meow. What is it? Snip. And very carefully tuck the wire in. Alright, so there she is, just one little teeny tiny star. And we will attach with, I think just maybe just a small 4mm round jump ring. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so now I got to make a decision about my moons. So I do know that this way is how I'm going to put this. I'm sorry about the light, it's really shiny. So it's up to you how you want to put your moons. I'm going to put my moons this way, so I want to make sure I'm attaching my items appropriately. I mean, I guess if you want your moons to go all kinds of ways, that is completely up to you. I'm going with this way. And then I want to make sure this little bead is hanging right, which he is not. So there's that. Now on to the next piece, which is going to be this star and this moon. I'm just going to take a piece of 22 gauge wire. Hey, get out of my drawer, you! Just digging in the drawers. Oh, here we go. No, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna go, but it didn't. So I'm gonna grab up a little smidge of this 22 gauge, and I'm basically gonna create a link here. Oh, Winter, would you get all my stuff? Okay, so what I want to do here is I'm going to go to the middle of the round nose, and I'm going to make a bend, go over the top, create the circle, and then I'm going to kind of open that up so I can fit my moon on here. Oh, that's the wrong moon. Hello. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Do what you want. And then I'm just going to close this up. And wrapping that around 3 times. Make sure that's nice and tucked in. And then I'm going to add my star. Top of this wire's got a little funk. It's got a little funk. I'm going to go here. So the top of my star is showing where the wire's coming out. I just feel like it's easier to wire wrap that way because this one kind of fits into the bottom, and then this one on the top, you know, you're kind of less likely to break it if you're not hitting the edges of the star. Oh, hello, pay attention. Go to the middle. Go to the middle to create this larger loop so that I can then attach my next moon. Now I gotta make sure I'm attaching this one the right way because I want the moons to be going the same direction, and I don't think that's it. So I'm gonna flip this over. So then if I get him on there, now he's on the right way. All right. So now I'm going to close it up, and I'm going to wrap down. Okay, tuck it in, and here we are. Connected on. This metal is so shiny, it's like showing all my fingerprints. Sorry about that. Anyway, so here we are with that, and then we're going to go ahead and connect this guy. Now, I think that I'm going to, I don't know if I can, no. I was going to try to use a cool jump ring here and use like a twisted jump ring that I'm going to use the vintage twisted jump ring, but this hole is too small. And if I add another jump ring, then I'm going to have to add 2 jump rings in order to get hang straight. So I'm just going to scratch that idea all together, and I'm going to try to use this little round guy. If he's big enough to fit in there, I might have to up a size. No, I gotta go up one. Gotta go up one. So we're gonna get a 6. Do we have a 6? Calling all 6s. Here we go. So here's my 6. And boop. Okay. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay, now the only thing left to do for this is we said we were going to put on not 1 but 2 vintage twist oval jump rings for our bail. Now we were selling these on the website. I don't know if we have any left, honestly. I think they all sold out. I might have to restock those. We might have some red copper ones left. Vintage, not vintage, antique copper. I don't think we have any silver ones left. Alright, so now the idea here is when this is going to hang, we'll get both those facing towards the back there. And when this hangs, it's just going to hang like so. So there's that. So that piece is done. I'm really happy with the way that this little piece turned out. The next part of this, super easy. We'll just move right into the next part. I'm going to zoom out a smidgy. That's wrong with me. And I just twisted the camera all up. Don't worry. I got this. So I'm going to put this to the side. And we're going to bring in the lab. And we're going to take those off of there. And how many stars are we going to put on here? So we are going to use our Wire Guardians. I'm going to use Wire Guardians today. Oh, I should probably get some bead covers, huh? Tiny bead covers. Maybe I do. Bead covers. I must have taken my antique silver box upstairs or something, because there's nothing in here. It's not here. I don't know what's happening. But anyway, okay. So let's use some of these snazzy ones from Beadalon. Those two don't want to come apart. There we go. These are like some little textured ones. We'll use those. And then we got to figure out how many stars we want to put into this. So I think we should put the blue stars in here. I think that's originally what we said. I might have already screwed up and I was supposed to use 2 white stars, but anyway. So we're going to use the blue stars here, and we want it to be even. No, I don't think we need it to be even, do we? I'll just put those two, and I'll put 2 of the white ones, and let's put, let's put 4, no, that's too many. Let's put these 2 white ones and 2 blue ones in there, and then these ones, I have 1 odd man out, we'll put into the chain. Sounds good. So, now what we're going to do, now you could split these if you wanted to. However, I'm thinking that these are going to, well, we're not. I was thinking they were going to fit in there, but now I don't know that they are. So I'm going to go ahead and split them. And I'm just doing this so I know when to put my pendant on. This is a nice, easy, fun thing to do if you don't like to count. Ugh. I mean, it doesn't bother me all the time, but it's just like, when you got a lot of little beads, it's just like, okay. Just easier. Let's split those up. No probs. And I got 1, and I'll put him in the middle between here. Perfect. Okie doke. So now we're going to get our stringing wire. We do not need much stringing wire, honestly. Probably not much. But I'll get a foot just in case, because I did not measure, but I don't think we're going to need that much. About a foot's worth. Having a struggle. Hold on. Okay. Again, we are using the 19 strand Beadalon satin silver beading wire. And slide over here and get my little bead stopper just in case, you know, I like to get wild. So I'm going to put my bead stopper on the end of this by just putting this through here. Yeah. This way, I mean, you could always crimp it too. It's completely up to you. Yeah, let's try it. Let's do it. Let's just crimp it. Crimp beads. Alright, crimp bead. Wire Guardian. Run this back through the other side of the horseshoe, as I call it. And get my bead on there. Alright. Get on there, bead. Okay. So here we go. This is what I got. And we're going to crimp. So I'm going to take my crimping tool. Hopefully you guys can see this. It's very small. So I want to make sure, getting this in a little bit. I want to make sure that these are not twisted, that the wires are not twisted. And I'm going to go in on my crimper. Now my crimper has 3 because this is for larger tubes and this one is for beads. Okay, so I'm going to go into the middle one and put it in the little place where it goes and give her a crimp. Okay, so what it's doing when it crimps it is it's going to separate your wires. So I'm then going to turn it sideways, completely sideways, so the top of the horseshoe is looking at my face. I'm going to go in with the end, the last one here, and I'm going to close this. Now here's the tricky trick, if you are ever wondering. You kind of got to do, like, you got to place it in there where it looks like it's going to fold over. That's important. And also, you kind of need to do a rolling motion with your hand. You want to roll forward with your hand to ensure that the crimp is in fact going to roll over on itself, because that is the point. Okay, I hope you guys can see. It is crimped. That's what the bottom looks like. That's what the top looks like. So you could use, you wouldn't have to use a bead cover here if you don't want to. I'm going to, just for funsies. And I am going to take this bead cover. I'm going to place it over the top of the bead. Crimp cover. Crimp cover. I'm going to hold my hand directly so you cannot see anything, because that's important. Push into the mat, not hard, just enough, and I'm going to squish it. Then I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to go ahead and finish by, again, kind of ensuring that rolling motion so that it then becomes a bead, right? There you go. So the only thing about this is you want to make sure, you can see here, that you do not have any of your wires caught up in the bead. That's not the goal. Don't do that. That's going to actually weaken your wire. If you do that, you're going to have to start again. Okay, so now we're ready to rock. We be ready to rock. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here, I'm going to put all these on. Just stringing them. And right here, I'm going to try to get that little tail into that bead. There we go. So that's what she's looking like. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some Velcro. This mat. Let me stop sliding all over. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, we got 6. I'm going to put on a bead. I'm going to put on a star. I'm going to put on the blue one. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I'm going to put on the white one. Oh, this one kind of has a little ouchie on it. Do we have another one of these? Okay. I just use that white one, and then maybe we don't put one in the chain, you know. 1, 2. Why am I counting? There's no need for me to be counting. Put the rest of these on here. I'm picking them all up because these little tiny ones are kind of hard for me to see the hole. It's like these, because these are like, what are these? I think they said they're like a 3mm or something. They're quite small. Well, I do know that much. Maybe they're 4. But they're quite small. And the hole is even smaller. Okay. So. Okay, that is my completed one side. And now I have this extra bead in my pendant. So what I'm going to do, so make sure my pendant is going the way that I want it to go. My moons, everything is the way that I want it. I'm going to go through one, the closest one to me. Then I'm going to put this bead in the middle. He was extra, right? Put him in the middle. And then I'll go through this side here. Very slowly gonna pull, and now make sure those are in the back. There we go. So now it kind of looks like, when I'm holding it up, it kind of looks like it's kind of hugging that bead, and that's what I think that looks nice. So they should be big enough where it's not going to slide, you know, around, because they're ovals and they're quite large, but it shouldn't move around. Alright, so now I'm going to take this side and do up this side the same exact way we did the other side. I'll be right back, and then we'll move into the chain portion. Alright guys, here we are with this part finished. We're going to jump into doing the chain part of it. This will be our front piece. And now we have our chain part with our little stars. So I am going to take out this one that was kind of got an ouchie on him. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So then what I'm going to do is gonna take a little bit of my chain. I'm gonna get my cutter. Oh, my heavy duty cutter is upstairs, so I'm just gonna take out a link here. I'm actually gonna put one right here towards the front. And again, with the 22 gauge wire. And get a little snippet of that. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a star in between these two little pieces. So I am going to use more towards the bottom of the plier this time, just because I don't need it to be so large. And I'm going to create a loop. I'm just going to put my chain right on that side. And then right here, I always got to take my thumbnail and push it in so it kind of has the shape that I want to get it started. It just kind of makes it a little bit easier. And I'm going to wrap that around. Okay, so that's what we got. And I think I'll start out with the white star. Put him on there. And then do the same thing to the top. So grab hold of the loop, and I can spin this down. Very careful not to push too close into my star so he breaks. And that's how it looks. So now what I'm going to do, so this in essence is going to be, since I have an odd number of stars, I think what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and just take out a little piece over here. And I want them to not be even. I want them to be kind of asymmetrical. Oop. So I'll take out a piece here, and then I'm also going to take out another piece close by it. Let's see. I can get a hold of this. So then I'm going to do the same thing that we did over here, but I'm going to do it here and here. just wire wrapping those in. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is what we have here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to attach on our focal piece just using some jump rings. And I think, you know, you have some options here too. You could use the twisted jump rings if you'd like, or you could use a smaller jump ring to kind of, you know, take away from the transition. I think what I'm going to do is, I think I will do that. I'm going to use the smaller jump ring. See how that looks. Normally I would go for the twisted, but hey, whatever. It's a whole new day. Let's use this little guy. And we're just going to connect on to the horseshoe and then on to the chain. Whether it's twisted or not or anything right now, it doesn't really matter. It just matters if you got your side. So like this side has 2 stars, you know. Is that the side you want it on? That's all that really matters right now. I feel like this jump ring is significantly thinner than the other. Yeah. I don't know why, but okay. We'll do that on this side as well. Just put them both right on there. Get my little jump ring into place. And there she is. Quite good. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom you out a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take this and we are going to find the center, and I'm going to run this wire, little scrap wire, through the horseshoes, and I'm going to follow that down, and I'm going to find the center of this, which gives me this ring here. I'm going to take and I'm just going to snip it. And then we are going to put on our lobster, and I am going to use, let's see, I'll use the heater kicked back on. Might be a little loud for a second. We're almost done. We just got to put this on. Dang Minnesota, with your cold and your snow and your heater problems. There it goes. I'm going to add an extender clasp. These ones here are stainless steel, and this chain is stainless steel, so I am going to use these. Make sure it fits. It does. Okay. Whole thing will fit in there. There she is. So that is project 2 from the Bargain Bead Box. I think that we did pretty well designing it. Oh, I wrote it on there, blue and white. Oh, I did the right one! Yay! The right combination. So yeah, I think we did pretty good there. I think it looks like the picture. If you're like, Randy, what's up with this black tile? I keep this here. It's fireproof, and it also helps absorb the shock from hammering on my desk. So that's why I keep it there, if you're wondering why. Anyway, here she is. I'm quite happy with it. I'll have to get you guys some photos. Sorry about my fingerprints on this stainless steel. If you guys have these components, I'm sure you're experiencing the same. Maybe don't have yours under the super bright lights, but yeah. I think it turned out super cute, and I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I'll get you some photos, and yeah. So, thanks for tuning in. Next week we will, or next time, whenever we are back here, we will be doing project 3. Which looks like, oh yes, the larger lab chips with the different components on there. So, there's that. It's another super fun one. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please make sure to leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Do all the, things. It's helpful for my YouTube channel. And I hope you have a lovely beading day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.